I should be live. I have to finish a game here before I can start. Apologies for that. I'm being overwhelmed by a Daedra. I'm probably dead. Anyway.
Let none defile our temple.
Once I am done with this, we start with Soulstorm. Don't go anywhere. Don't be scared of new stuff. Okay, this one actually might help. It's good that he has no cards in hand.
Godhood is like juggling. Things are always moving.
You will pay.
Didn't have one mana enough to enable Exalt on this one. My mistake.
A taste of Daemon's power.
Feel the wrath of a living.
Hopefully he will not get an item. If he doesn't get an item, I might still remain in the game. Let's get the drain creatures, probably would be nice.
I am a child of darkness.
Let's silence the gate.
Should help you.
Oh, can't silence.
You fight well.
You will be devoured in shadow. You will join.
Nice one. I might actually be able to make a comeback. This is sick. He was 1 damage short of winning the game. And he has no cards at all.
You will pay.
Zuth!
Let none defile our temple.
I raise the spine of battle.
Hi Yoshi, this is Elder Scrolls Legends, a card game. I play it on a mobile device and also on PC. Very enjoyable. I think still the best card game, but it does not get updates.
Mother of mud. Do not vex me.
Okay, he is so dead. I won't give him cards.
Believers shall flock to our noble cause.
Let's play it slowly.
Are there some flowers? Pretty flowers. I will live forever.
Sometimes
in
the
paradise.
games end very quickly,
Well
sometimes it can take up to 20 minutes a game. I think the longest I had in this game was 30 minutes. That's very, very long for a card game.
I shall end their blasphemy! Claws out!
This one is destined for greatness.
The end of life is not the end of usefulness.
Justice of Akatar!
Do not vex me.
Okay, let's finish it faster.
The boy.
If anyone just joined, I am finishing this game here and start with Soulstorm.
Lord Dagon comes. I
Don't
won't
get
need to
scared.
hide any longer. This one has you now. Do not ignore Khajiit's warning.
Okay, enough is enough. He had very good chances to win. Okay, let's quit. Okay, the stream should be up now. So we're gonna watch some Soulstorm replays of mine, just like the previous video I have done for Soulstorm. One moment. Today I'm listening to my fantasy playlist. No game of music. So the first game in Soulstorm for this stream I played in 2010. One sec. In December 2010. Versus Sulik. This was a player, part of USSR team. I used to play team games with this guy back then. I'm getting Necrons and gonna play versus his Sisters of Battle. He will open with Seraphims by the look of it, builds barracks and pristine sanctuary simultaneously, and then a generator gets placed. So this is a 12-year-old replay on the channel, probably the oldest I have ever recorded. Makes a squad of Seraphims. I'm building generator slowly. Only 5 generators for the start. No Necron Lord yet. Originally he was playing Space Marines, his main race. Okay, the Seraphims have been produced. He jumps in my base, sees the Necron warriors trying to harass me. In this matchup, usually I would not go for the Necron Lord in the early game. Maybe producing the Necron Lord very late in tier 3, tier 4 when he's more resilient to damage. Otherwise the Lord gets countered easily by the Seraphims. If you try to chase them with the Lord, the Sisters player will micro a bit, run away from the Lord and deal a ton of damage to him. So Necron Warriors at the start are a more safe choice. Necron Warriors, upgraded obelisks and turrets. Very slowly building up economy. My game was different back then. A slower build up of generators. Okay, Necron Lord on the way now. I wouldn't make it in later games. This is a 2010 game. Back then I still made the Necron Lord. We'll see how he will handle these Seraphims. So far it has not been so good for the Sisters player. He only delayed this generator by a bit. Getting the map, however, very safely in the meantime. All of his points are captured now, and he's got the relic also ahead in map control. Seventh generators has been placed, and the Lord is up. He still wants to kill my scarabs no matter what, even if this exchange is completely in my favor. He still manages to kill that squad of scarabs, delays my summoning core, but loses a ton of seraphims in exchange. And many of them are low HP. One hit in close combat would kill 2 more seraphims, and one in range killed a third one. Here comes the second squad of seraphims. Managing to kill one more seraphim in there in close combat. Not reacting fast enough at home. And the summoning core is still not finished. He's done a great job delaying it. Now look at that. If you try to fight seraphims with their lord, they simply can move and fire on the move with very high accuracy. The strength of seraphims against Necron Lord, and not just the Necron Lord, whatever they can outrange. Jumping in the Sisters base here, trying to take down this generator. The second squad of seraphims is at home. He defends a bit. And forces me to jump back, bring the Necron Lord back home. In the meantime I'm going tier 2 now. Only have 2 squads of Necron Warriors, upgrading them and building the archive. Yeah, this is pure standard. Necron Lord somehow lost more than half of his HP already. Getting Chronometron for the Lord, slowing down the Seraphims. Not a very good choice in this matchup, honestly. Going for a Chronometron. You need more resilience on the Lord. However, if you play standard Necron Warrior mass, even Chronometron will and may be helpful. Tier 2 up now on the Monolith, another jump in here from Sisters. He will probably take down this generator. I don't want to waste my Necron Warrior teleportation just for saving a generator. I think I had it. Necron Lord also low HP, getting the phylactery now. And Sisters also going tier 2. A much slower tech, he lost a lot early game. Even with the Phylactery, Necron Lord gets killed very quick, losing it. That's why you need phase shift preferably. Going for the bigger, greater summoning core on 70 economy. A new Necron Lord. I already have the artifacts. A very expensive game, however I do not have enough Necron warriors. That's my problem. Managed to take all of my points. And another problem is he is harassing now my economy, and Necron warriors cannot keep up with the Seraphims. Much more slower. The Inferno pistols are here. A nightmare for me now. And so I will lose 3 generators in this attack. Jumping in with the Lord, casting the Chronometron, he can easily jump from it. And counters both Chronometron and the Solar Pulse. Terrible choices if you ask me. I definitely wouldn't play like that nowadays. In this matchup. Have to rebuild my economy, it's plus 50 now. Terrible economy. However, if you have a double upgrade on the Necron warriors and a lot of Necron warriors, it's still playable. Sisters can struggle against double upgraded Necron warriors until they get the Exorcists. Here goes the next jump. Whenever I try to get out, Seraphims go in my base and take down the generator, take down the economy. And so I lose like 4 generators now from the Seraphim's harass. I am trying to trade. Economy now can't just try to chase those Seraphims around the map with the warriors. They have to deal the damage. So I send these 2 squads in my opponent's base. Here I'm getting closer to the Seraphims once again. He does not have the jumps yet reloaded. Will kill a few. Well, around 4 or 5 Seraphims have been killed, not so bad. He decides to go back home and defend himself. Now the old man is out, the Confessor. He probably doesn't have the abilities, however. Using the Solar Pulse now, don't have Chronometron in this situation, would have been perfect now against Celestians. And this is what he sees, doing some aggressive attack now. Not a very good timing, but better now than later. And even building a turret. Yeah, on a plus 60 income, playing aggressively now. I can do that thanks to double upgrade on the warriors. They are a pain right now for Sisters. Trying to take down this barracks, I know what's coming out of it. It wasn't so bad. I still knew what buildings produce, what kind of units they produce. Jumping in with the Lord once again. Good cast of Confessor's Smite kills most of my Necron warriors, and he manages to hold. I still have only 2 Necron warrior squads here. 1 squad has been killed. A third one, a new fresh squad, is on the way. He wants to take down the ghost turret, jumps in and casts 2 Krug grenades. Somehow loses the focus and does not take down that turret. I will even try to save it now, probably will not manage. 3 Krug grenades have been absorbed by the turret. Better to tank those grenades with a turret than generators, much better. so it plays in my favor. 70 income at home, flayed ones on the way. And he's getting more upgrades. And we'll manage to hold. I teleport my Necron warriors badly next to an obelisk, not far away at all from my enemy's infantry. He makes the global upgrade on requisition and upgrades more LP2s. Still has most of the points under control, except this one. We'll take it now. Again, 2 Seraphim squads will jump in my base for harass. Produced 2 squads of flayed ones, trying to win time here. They will not defeat the Celestians, the Seraphims. More useful against Celestians, but not good against Seraphims. Seraphims probably the best counter to flayed ones even. Might well be. When they have the Inferno pistols especially and ability Spirit Visage enabled. More and more harass being done by those Seraphims. I'm completely annoyed by this harass. Dropping again both of my flayed one squads, slowing down the Seraphims a bit. But I do not deal any damage almost. Taking down his LP on the relic and trying to get the global upgrade 1 power. The Seraphims keep harassing. Now we'll try to save the generator. I cannot afford to lose them all the time. Much better income for Sisters. He is floating, doesn't have enough power. Should produce more infantry. And repairing my generator. 60 income versus 105 to 30. Okay, he has to rebuild the barracks first in order to go tier 3, I guess. At home I managed to fight back those Seraphims. Sulik does not want to go in with this squad. Confessor is very low in HP and must regenerate a bit. And now he goes tier 3. Apparently it's possible even without a barrack. Oh, he cancels. He needs a missionary first to get a relic or 2, or even a critical location. The one on the left is not captured. And rewarders tier 3 now. Uses his float, had a bit of bank, gets rid of it now. In the meantime I get the second relic under control, and there we go again. Seraphim harass. Very good thing to do on this map. If you're playing Sisters, probably in most matchups, Seraphims would be the way to go. If I do a good job harassing with Seraphims, you have high chances to win. In here I had a almost dead Necron warrior squad. It got killed. Only 1 member in that squad. Here I'm trying to fight using the solar pulse. I see that the Confessor is low HP and tank into it with my Necron Lords. And even will perform a fatality on the Confessor. Well done. The old man still managed to cast his smite. My Necron warriors have been damaged. I will try to fight these Celestians with the Necron Lords. Much better fighting Celestians than Seraphim squads. And now even a destroyer is out. I've got the global upgrade. 75 income, still playable. If you must upgraded warriors, you get free squads from the monolith. Destroyers, however, not a very wise decision in the matchup. They get easily countered by crack grenades. They can outrange Celestians, however, so if you have 5 destroyers, Celestians have no chance, but Seraphims with crack grenades can deal with them still. and then followed by Celestian support. 2 crack grenades have been absorbed by the destroyer, went down. A lot of back and forth in here. A third Necron warrior squad again getting into this base. A lot of action in this one. Both of us did micro mistakes throughout the game. Not a perfect game by any means again, but a lot of action, a lot of back and forth, and it's still close. He is tier 3, gets the Repentia squad, and a new Confessor is out. 87 income. Acceptable for tier 2.5. Still has to get higher preferably. The stun has been cast on the Necron warriors by the Confessor. A lot of squads from sisters in here. The Sister Repentia squad is probably a waste, however, he needed the Manufactorum and Exorcists in this case. One Exorcist would have countered all of my Necron warriors until I take it down with the Necron Lord and Flayed ones. Destroyers and 2 squads of Necron warriors will deal with the Sisters Repentia squad. And 3 squads of Flayed ones in here, by the look of it, yeah. Tanking into those Seraphims and Celestians. Necron Lord still alive. In tier 2 he gets slightly better survivability thanks to the HP buff. And down they go. Repentia squad not so good. Probably the worst close combat squad in the game, especially considering that it's a tier 3 unit. Overwhelming my opponent here with a lot of Flayed ones. Necron Lord, a Destroyer, 2 Destroyers now. Trying to end the game here and now playing a sort of all-in on tier 2.5. A powerful stage for Necrons. A strong attack in tier 2.5 can finish off probably any tier 3 faction, but you need a very good timing attack. You have to somehow be ahead of your opponent. Even if he hits tier 3 he might struggle to stop a full tier 2.5 Necron army. Definitely not easy, especially with the Necron Lord artifacts. 2 relics under my control and all the points. I keep fighting, forcing my opponent to micro. So who missed Necron Warrior Mass from me? There you go. Who missed standard Necrons? Here you go. Not so much turtling in this game, as I usually prefer to play. A new destroyer comes out. Looks like I've lost the other 2. I don't see them. And Sister is dead at this point. Makes the global upgrade on Requisition. He really needed the Exorcists. Sending my destroyers into his Celestian squad. still manages to escape on 30 HP. His base has been obliterated here, a lot of points have been decapped. He's left with 2 points. Lovely playing here. Basically some sort of abuse, if you can name it so. So many flayed ones and Necron warriors. If you play like that, even going for the resurrection orb might be nice. GG gets called by Sulik. A game we played 12 years ago in 2010. A very close game on military score. Shows I'm getting slightly ahead in economy, however his economy was much higher, I think. Yeah, he gets 12,000 on requisition and 3,500 on power. And even a better score in tech. He was tier 3 ahead in tech, but as I've said during this game, a powerful tier 2.5 Necron attack with fully upgraded units, Necron Lord with upgrades, destroyers or tomb spiders, immortals, flayed ones. Not easy to stop that. If you attack at the right time, of course. I am running a poll in chat. I want to know if it's interesting for you to watch these games of mine, older games, so you can vote yes or no. I want to know if it's worth continuing with this series of videos or not. Okay, let's go for the next one. Preparing the next game here. And it will be a 2v2 game. I'm getting again Necrons and Mad Bro in my team. We are playing versus Imperial Guard and Space Marines. I will be playing Necrons in the left hand side. In my team I have Mad Bro. He's still playing to this day. 1 second. We played this in May 2013. 9 years ago, basically. Again, feel free to participate in the poll. I need some feedback. Usually people do not chat a lot, even in the live chat, and do not leave comments below the video. That leaves me thinking, is anyone even enjoying these videos, or am I wasting my time and yours? Getting only 1 strategic point for now. I believe this one was still played on GameSpy. GameSpy was up until 2014, I think. It stopped working in 2014, probably. Back then we played on GameSpy, Voobly network and Tunngle. Once the GameSpy got shut down, the game transitioned to Steam. Someone was lagging at the beginning, and I complain a bit. Here my ally getting rushed by Imperial guards. GolllaH with Imperial guards wants to build a turret here. Probably wanted to secure this point from my ally. Let's lower the camera a bit. Only got a squad of Necron warriors out first, and the Necron Lord follows after that. Don't have enough time here to reinforce my Necron warriors. They are getting killed by the commander even on the move. The Space Marine player brings the scouts. He wants to finish off this Necron warrior squad, a bit greedy from him. Mad Bro gets his Gretchens on my side, probably wants to build banners or I don't know what, and defend my base. This is gonna be a hot 2v2. He's got both LP2s upgraded. Well done with that. You need some economy. On this map only 3 points per player, including the relic. You get 3 points total, a very low income on requisition. Necrons on this map are OP, that's to say the least, but still vulnerable early game. So they try to rush us. It's either rush, kill the Necron or his ally, or die later on. Here I desperately trying to place a turret. This will be intense. They want to turret rush me. The turret rush failed on the work side, so they go for my base now. Good choice from them. Still a war banner is up, and the workplace is the second one. I'm upgrading an LP2 in there. I know they go all in on us. Look at these scouts reinforcements. I have no idea who our opponents are, probably Smurfs. They do play very aggressively and most likely a team up of 2 good players in our enemy team. I clicked Overwatch on both of my Necron warrior squads. I need them alive, cannot afford to lose a single squad. Necron Lord gets fought in the back by that first commander for a long time now. Barely managed to jump on low HP. This is so intense. Now also managed to get the flayed ones on 60 economy playing, basically. And Mad Bro builds a 3rd war banner in my base. He cannot upgrade them yet. Oh, he can. He can do that now. He's got 3 banners. He probably should. Maybe upgrading this banner would be nice. The all-in is still in play here from the enemy team. Upgrades the LP2 here on my listening post. I failed to take it. They also managed to decap my relic. I captured it earlier, but lost it to a decap. And I lost also the Necron warriors here, and now we'll lose the flayed ones. Basically we managed to defend ourselves, but they are in a much better spot early game. They take this point from me. Build a turret now. And even want to place one more. Mad Bro tells me not to suicide. Yeah, I suicided quite a lot. I lost most of my squads, all the squads. That was not wise at all, losing all the Necron warriors and flayed ones. I should have stayed back behind these war banners. Okay, one war banner finally upgraded here from Mad Bro. And it's probably too late for me now to mass units in tier 1. Mad Bro builds the mech shop. And from GolllaH here, from GolllaH, infantry command with squads inside of it deals damage to both the war banner and a generator, forces both of us to spend resources on repair. I finally clicked tier 2 and Mad Bro brings a truck. My economy getting higher slowly, but still a lot of resources go into repairing the generator. A tech priest here also repairing the infantry command. They deleted the turret, by the way. A good job with that. It was useless. Got some resources for that turret. The Necron Lord stays back and regenerates slowly, and now I decide to build the archival. So the second upgrade on the war banner here from Orks, it will take down the infantry command, and now also having a turret. If it's upgraded, my base is safe now, surrounded by war banners and upgraded tier 2 turrets. They will not be able to be aggressive in my base again. And they do not have anti-vehicle yet to deal with these trucks. Only 74 to 20 income for work. He needs global upgrade on requisition desperately. Space Marine hits tier 2, adds the missile launchers on the squads. Trying to repair the truck here with my scarabs. LP2 gonna go down soon. Getting wrecked by that war banner. And slowly we take down the infantry command, the LP2. A very slowly recovery for us. Imperial Guard built the mechanized command here. Has a turret up on the other side, and now we'll take down my allies LP2 there. So they will take control of 2 points from our side, it seems. I do not remember this game, so I don't know what will happen next. A 9-year-old game. Where's my lord? Let me switch to my side. Okay, got the phase shift for the lords, and now getting some wraiths out. From GolllaH we've got heavy weapon team with lance cannon, takes down buildings quickly. Took down the LP2 already. I'm keeping my scarabs in there to repair and try to save the hut. Very intense so far, we're still under pressure. Sitting back, I sit on 2 points. I have no population cap, no infantry cap to produce a lot of stuff. 6 out of 14, and I only have the Lord up, Necron Warriors and Flayed Ones. Everything getting produced very slowly. Building a lot of turrets now. I want to do the same sort of harass with turrets now on this Space Marine side, it seems. It won't be easy to push back Imperial Guard here. He will slowly push into the work base and maybe even take it down. I order 1 more Wraith and go tier 3. I guess I will rely on the restored monolith. It might be a good decision to just take up, get that restored monolith. So, phylactery on the Necron Lord, Phase shift and lightning field. The force commander can't fight me. Taking down again this LP here. Orks base is getting destroyed. Imperial Guard takes the point from him. And I will finally take my point back. The tactical Space Marine squad getting killed by the trucks. Probably has upgraded blast here. Mad Bros HQ about to go down. He is forced to repair. I have a good bank and I probably will go for the monolith. Honestly, I do not remember. But I am no more under pressure and my base is well defended, so why not take the risk, right? Very good income also for me. Tier 3 up, upgrading the power upgrade once again for more resources. It's the second upgrade. I could have gone tier 4 instead, but no need to rush with the monolith. It can get stunned by Psychers, it can get stunned by skull probes if it's in a bad spot. The monolith is stoppable, so no need to rush with that. Getting the pariahs. Taking down this attack here from Imperial Guard is not easy. I don't have solar pulse, so I deploy some flayed ones, killing a squad of heavy weapon. Going for the second. No way, flayed one's gonna die. The Grey Knight ability was cast in there. Mad Bro holding strong. Still no tier 4 for me. Okay, place it now. Well, by the time it's finished I will have enough power. Also received a bit from Mad Bro. The fight is raging on. Gonna lose the Lord in here. No phase shift to save. Command squad with the priest takes down the Lord. They cast strafing run on the settlement. Not a very wise decision. It deals 0 damage almost on the buildings. Here pariahs are also gonna lose the fights. I have to send them back. And LP3 even has been upgraded, the front one from Imperial Guard. Finally getting the monolith. Took a point here from Space Marine in the meantime. Don't have much else to go and fight, help my ally here. He has to rebuild on my side. Unfortunately the Lord is dead, so I cannot save my allies building with artifacts. And Mad Bro loses the stronghold, loses the base, and I will also lose a generator probably. But I hit tier 4. Space Marine only now goes tier 3. And Imperial Guard is already tier 3 with a very good economy. He needs more generators, needs more power income. Teleporting the monolith in the middle. It probably will get stunned. It's not a very safe spot when you don't have anything around the monolith to support it. Still no firepower from them now to stop a monolith. Imperial Guard builds the second mechanized command. My Lord is back to life. Fighting the Grey Knights here and the command squad. They don't even look at the Lords. They don't even notice the lightning field only now. The Space Marine player noticed. Imperial Guard, however, lost his command squad by fighting that lord in close combat. New Pariah squad is out. I keep receiving resources from Mad Bro. Summoning the Deceiver.
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
Getting it here. Do I manage to steal anything to deceive any squads? Probably used it and it failed. And I get a second monolith. Good focus on the monolith with the las cannons. Now I see why I jumped there with the Deceiver. I have to kill these heavy weapon teams, which deal most of the damage to my real monolith. Built one more turret here and upgraded, taking down the machine cult. No predators for Space Marines. Here he sends a rhino in my base, wants to harass.
Taking hits!
117 income for me, and Mad Bro is only left with the mech shop. I'm not sure if he's got any bank left. They must take down this monolith. I cannot delete it, I cannot destroy it. In this case I must click the stop button. Well, they probably know this one is fake. Easy to recognize when it goes red HP. On this side in my base the Space Marine is destroying the energy core, my tier 4 building. I've got the research from it, however, and I will not need it anyway. Mad Bro asking for some power for a killer can. Good build up from Imperial Guard, however he's losing income. He lost 2 points, took them down with my monolith. 55 to 40 income for Imperial Guard, 115 for me still. Only 230 requisition left for work. He cannot do anything, so at this point I'm 1 versus 2 in the game. A tier 4 unit versus 2 tier 3 players. Can they figure it out how to stop that monolith? Here I am not able to defend, lost the Lord unfortunately. Do not have a second monolith for production. But I can rebuild it. Also making the upgrade for the Necron warriors only now in tier 4. Here he's trying to fight my real monolith. Gets disrupted a bit also by the fake monolith. I hope they can take it down. The Necron Lord is back to life. I teleport the real monolith a bit further away from the fake one. Dealing good damage to both bases here. Pariah is fighting the Terminators on the middle, and the Necron Lord stopping the Space Marine squads. No tier 4 yet for Imperial Guard, it seems. No tier 4 for Space Marine. They still struggle with this monolith. And maybe finally we'll take down the fake one. I am even trying to keep it alive for some reason. Probably I was thinking I will need it since I'm playing alone against 2. But it's still a bug, not good to use the fake monolith, so preferably if you have it, you should click on the stop button with him. Unfortunately, it's not possible to delete it. If you have a relic up and the real monolith up, it's not possible to delete the fake monolith. Now I will try to repair it. We'll need that to fight 2 players. At home here, Imperial Guard has to face the pariahs. Not sure why they get angry at that fake monolith. They should be dealing with the real one. So the restored monolith here gets the Space Marine base, and on the other side Pariah is taking down the Imperial Guard base. Even managed to save the second fake monolith with the Lords. And summoning the Nightbringer now. Fighting on 2 fronts. Madbro keeps typing. The Space Marine player quits. Gave up. I am happy with the outcome. It seems a bit dirty with that fake monolith. It should have been put in stop stance. Imperial Guard says we got lucky. Okay. He's building the Mars pattern command now, so maybe we'll even see the Baneblade. Or maybe we won't. Okay, he orders it now, but will it get out in time? A killer can comes out from Mad Bro. I sent him some power so he was able to produce it. And in tier 4 I'm also getting only now the second upgrade for the Necron warriors. We'll not use the fake monolith, we'll only use the real one to end the game. Baneblade almost out. I think I saw the Mars pattern command. Yeah, I see it now. Should be focusing it with my heavy destroyers. I think I can still take it down. 80%, come on. I won't even focus it. Yeah, it will still get out, I guess. I am confident I can deal with a Baneblade, considering the situation now. Pariah's Necron Lord and a restored monolith can take down the Baneblade. Also, one heavy destroyer left. He wants to repair. Killed that tech priest somehow. Probably the lightning field killed it. And so we end this 2v2. Pretty intense if you ask me. A lot of back and forth fights. And the Imperial Guard quits. In the end. The pressure at the start was crazy. If it managed to transition properly to tier 3, tier 4, after such a heavy aggression early game, you still can win. And again, the map is heavily Necron favored with just 2 strategic points and 1 relic. Very low income on requisition. Okay, let's prepare the next one. Probably another 2v2. Yes, there is a Stinson, the fake monolith. When it goes red but does not get destroyed, you can still place it in stop stance. I found that later in years, however, it was a tournament role. Because this bug still annoys the enemy player to some degree, even if it deals no damage, it can disrupt infantry. And if it stays in the way, it can cause a bit of pathing, so you have to send it somewhere in some corner of the map where it will not hurt your opponent once it should go down. A lot of players also were not sure if this is a bug at all or not. It disappears if you do not control a relic, and if you do not have a real restored monolith. However, it does not disappear if you have a relic or a real restored monolith, so it was unclear what this is. And the sad part is, if you repair the fake monolith, you can have like unlimited fake monoliths on the map, very annoying. Such a thing was abused also in a free-for-all often. Okay, the next 2v2 is on Ice Flow. In Team 1, DJ and Punish the Noob. I get Kuba from Splash's exclusive team. Playing Space Marines. A pretty old player, and I will play Necrons again. In the lower position of the map. More 1v1 games will follow after this. Going for a turret in the middle first. Placing 3 generators, only 2 Necron warriors. Also getting... yeah, I am very afraid of rushes in here, so I start with a turret and a squad of Necron warriors. Only after that I order a squad of scarabs. On the other side, it's Space Marine Mirror. Both of them build a heavy bolter turret, both of them will finish it. And both of them having scouts in here. Yeah, a pure mirror situation on this side. I have no idea who will win that. In the lower left I managed to take the middle. And only now, after taking the middle, I will slowly build up economy. Again, the map is Necron favored. You have very few strategic points, although it's a bit better compared to the previous map. You have 3 strategic points in the base, 1 in the middle, a relic and 2 critical locations. Still playable. Here both turrets still up. Both enemy commanders are here trying to take down my allies' turret. It will go down first by the look of it. Doesn't get in time with the servitors to repair it. Seeing that Tau sent his commander at the other side, I sent a squad of Necron warriors in Tau's base, distracting him a bit. He takes out a squad of fire warriors, which will manage to fight back my Necron warriors, and he also upgrades the listening post, the front one. Here my ally doing fine for now. Red HP on the commander, however he only now managed to take the points in his base. Struggling to say the least. And now he will even sit in the negative cover. Bad one. Bad move. One moment. Okay, just wanted to make sure that I have the overlay on the progress bar and check the date. We played this in September 2013. I need to help my ally here, he's playing against 2 almost. It will take me some time to get there. Only brought the Necron Lords for now. Building the 6th generator and the Greater Summoning Core. We'll ignore that Tau commander and tie up a full squad of tactical marines from Punish the Noob. Familiar nickname, however I don't have any idea who's that.
The fire cast serves with pride.
No force commander for Punish. Okay, he orders it now. He either lost it or couldn't afford it earlier. And Tau manages to hit tier 2 now somehow. He gets broadside battlesuit out. Economy is not so good. 68 to 40 for Tau, 62 to 10 for Space Marines. 38 to 0 for my ally and 70 for me. I probably have the best economy at this point. I will not rush with tier 2, I will play standard Necron warrior mass. No need to tech yet, too risky. So Tau manages to out-tech both of us. He is tier 2, but he sits on a lower economy. He brings the broadside in the middle and will manage to take down my turret.
XP-22 battlesuit ready. Prosper as Tau shall.
Thank you for voting in the poll. Whoever joined the stream recently, feel free to have a discussion. Hit that like button if you enjoy the content or dislike. If you're watching it in the recording, leave your feedback below the video. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and click on the bell button. You will see when I go live or when I upload a video. Here we managed to fight them back. On the other side, however, I am under threat. We'll lose the middle. They don't have enough infantry to stop Necron warriors. With upgrading there and supported by the Necron Lord. Well, at least they were, now they are not. The Lord is dead. Tau fighting on two fronts split his army a bit. As a result, we will win the fight on this side. Economy gets better for Tau, 80 to 40 now, 68 to 10 for Punish the Noob. Upgrades and LP2, the first one. Gets slightly better for Kuba. He did not capture a critical location yet. He probably lost the scouts. I can see something died in there. I go tier 2 now on 80 income. I have some bank. Once I hit tier 2 I can either order the global upgrade, the Lord, or Greater Summoning Core. I will not reinforce the Necron warriors. They are not so good against upgraded fire warriors. Have to prioritize something else first. Okay, we'll go for the Greater Summoning Core and a new Lord. So far we're being dominated by Tau and the Marine player. We lost the middle and we'll soon lose the relic as well. Tau is bringing vehicles, 2 Barracudas. Greater Summoning Core almost finished, going for the upgrade on power. 80 won't be enough to fight the two of them. My ally has raw tier 1 infantry, gets bionic upgrade only now. And here we say hello to the Barracudas, upgraded fire warriors. We cannot stop this attack. I'm getting my immortals out. We'll sit back with the Necron warriors for now. If I go in, I die. Need to sit back patiently. Got the solar pulse, mandatory against Tau. Need solar pulse, phase shift preferably. Chronometron could also work on this map. And only now getting the second upgrade for the warriors. We will not give up on this base. We'll try to save it. Pushing into that enemy infantry with the aid from the solar pulse. Units no longer under the solar pulse cover, however. They've got the chaplain. I am targeting the chaplain with the Necron warriors. It goes down. Both of them tier 2 now. Tau is trying to harass a bit with the Barracudas. I was expecting that and built a turret at home to prevent some sort of harass from Barracudas, and pushing in now. This is the point when Necrons get heavy advantage thanks to the economy on this map. By the time you hit tier 2.5, Necron gets way too powerful on such maps, and it's difficult to stop them when they have such a big economy advantage. 100 income for me. 98 to 53 for Tau. He hits tier 3. He still manages to out-tech the both of us. 74 to 20 for Space Marines.
Taking damage.
Kuba only now going tier 2. Completely behind. I think he had a very bad start in this game. In the middle. He invested too much. Was not worth it. Here I have to fight mostly both of them. Tanking into both Tau infantry. Can do that thanks to my resilient Necron warriors. What Kuba can do is get in close combat to those fire warriors with tactical marines. Tie them in close combat. Now can even finish the squads while they retreat through the negative cover. I went to end the game now, fought these commanders a bit with the Lord, not good without the lightning field. 50 to 30, still low income for my Space Marine ally. Necron Lord gets stunned by the choppy. I cannot even jump during the stun. Sometimes the stun deactivates the jump, and not just the jump, but any other ability on the Lord is not usable. So you have to be very careful when you're close to enemy commanders, enemy Space Marine commanders. Force Commander and Choppy, both of them can stun. Here I am surrounded by two. With the Necron warriors, I will have to jump back with them, teleport back. No, I went to keep fighting, apparently. Will not run away. Crisis Battlesuit was a waste from Tau, obviously. Not even sure what Tau should have done on this map instead of Crisis Battlesuits. Maybe mass less fire warriors in the early game and go for a faster tier 4 through Montka. Getting fast hammerheads might have worked perhaps, but it's a huge risk. Otherwise I don't think it's worth it going for Montka. They are outnumbered. We keep fighting, no need to go back. The Ethereal is out for DJ. Can cast it here now. Will I kill the Ethereal? I should be focusing him. It's quite a squishy commander. Usually you keep him behind your infantry, not going in front like that. A bad management on that one from DJ. He says GG. Yeah, this is over. A bit of a display how Necron can dominate almost 1 versus 2 in this map. And a bit of support from Kuba. He basically won me time and supported me a bit with his infantry. Might have been better if our enemies attacked me instead of Space Marine. I am not sure. 1k float in the end, even wasn't even on the way to tier 3. Didn't even need to use all those resources. Maybe I received resources from my ally. Might well be. One second. Okay. Next up, we have a 1v1 rematch from the previous stream, if anyone watched. Me playing Sisters of Battle versus Battle Harmony on Moonbase. We actually played 2 games back then. When was that again? In November 2013, we played 2 games in a row. In the previous video I recorded the first match between us, Sisters of Battle versus Space Marines, and here we will watch the second game. Same matchup and same map. And even same positions on the map. In the left hand side, the Space Marine player, Battle Harmony, also known as Merkel WW3. He had a lot of Smurf names.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Only 2 scouts for now. Chapel Barracks places a generator also. And in the right hand side, me with sisters.
I am a servant.
Sisters of Battle reporting.
I am consecrated to the Imperial. I serve you. I remain.
Position secure. Position secure.
I guess it's safe for a Space Marine to open like that versus Sisters. 2 squads of scouts. You don't really have any threats incoming early game from Sisters except for the Seraphims, which I will not do on this map. 1 squad of Battle Sisters and Canoness for now.
Yes, Lord.
2 scouts and Force Commander from Battle Harmony.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Position secure.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
We are servants of the God Emperor.
I am a servant to the Emperor. Praised be the Emperor for giving us this point.
Space Marines attack!
The Canoness is here. I attach it immediately to the Battle Sister squad and upgrade 1 LP2. The front one. A Battle Sister squad and the Canoness attached can fight a Force Commander in both range and close combat. I believe I have good chances to kill the Commander. Harmony doesn't want to fight and goes back.
On the lightning comes the tempest. Emperor deliver.
Marine squad deployed. What's your order?
The Emperor protects.
Yes, my lord.
Getting some faith upgrade. One faith upgrade. It's good to have this upgrade early so that you can use the blindness on the cannoniers. You can blind the enemy units so they will deal almost no damage in range. Works a bit like the solar pulse, except they can still shoot but deal no damage for a period of time. A very good ability on the cannoniers. Definitely underrated. Upgrading all the posts. We'll need that income. We'll do a different build this time, not like in the previous game. I will do something different.
Yes, my lord.
Merkel getting the critical location, getting the middle one now, the second. And one more squad of Space Marines. The armory is up, tier 1.5 here. And also upgrades all the listening posts. And there we go, tier 2 on the way for me. I will sit and defend, don't even dare to fight. Sit under the LP2 and defend. We'll also send a servitor in there to repair.
Scouts here.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Frag grenade research for tactical marines and bionic with plasma upgrades in the armory.
On alert.
Better economy right now for space marines, I believe. Or equivalent. Mine will get better soon. I have better income on power, and I will need power. During the previous game I was saying I do not remember playing like that, and that's because of this game. Because in this game I played completely differently. Another build. I have a lot of float, but that's intentional. I will make use of it as soon as I hit tier 2. This is a risky build, but maybe worth it. Building the 6th generator, going for full generators, and now that I'm tier 2 I will build 2 manufacture rooms and also go for the power upgrades and requisition upgrades, both of them ASAP, and then also placing a 2nd manufacture room. We'll need 2, that's because if you build 2, you also get a vehicle cap increase. That's how it works on Sisters of Battle. If you build 2 of them, you get 10 vehicle cap. If you build 1, you have 5. Yeah, that's right. So it's better to invest a bit more and have 2 manufacturers for faster production and vehicle cap than researching the vehicle cap increase separately from the manufacturum, and you also lose production time if you research that. So this is a playable build still. Usually you have to do that much faster than I do in this game. Maybe do not upgrade so many LP2s and get tier 2 faster, or make 2 squads of battle sisters to be safer. I guess I knew Harmony's playstyle. He wasn't very aggressive early game, at least. So I was safe. I still get the vehicle cap upgrade for no reason. Had to produce the planes faster in this one. That was a mistake from my side. Tier 2.5 up also for Space Marines. He will play through the Sacred Artifact. No Machine Cult. Although Machine Cult on this map is perfect. Very suitable map for Machine Cult. You can mass vehicles here. mass dreadnoughts, but maybe not so good against sisters if they mass Celestians and crack grenades. At home I gather my lightning fighters. Once you have 5 of them, they are very effective against the infantry. Getting the 4th one and building also the Holy Reliquary and the Armory. Now I still need a few upgrades for my infantry. In case the planes will fail, I will have to transition into infantry play.
3 minutes until
Running like that around the map, we'll try to take down this LP2. Harmony is out of position and will not be able to defend in time. He doesn't even have anti-vehicle equipped yet on the squads. The Librarian is out. 4 lightning fighters, very quickly taking down 1 LP2. They also have very high DPS to infantry and commanders.
Scouts ready.
It's a good build, but preferably you should get 4 or 5 lightning fighters much faster than that. Here I tried to get to the critical location. I completely overlooked this squad and lost it. That was ridiculous. I wanted to decap and I still do need to decap. Or the Space Marine wins in 2 minutes. I decide to go into his bunch of infantry and try to fight him back. Focusing the squad which has the missile launchers equipped first, like that. Try to kill the anti-vehicle first. Also blinded them with the cannoneers. Probably will lose the squad, however. They still do some damage even if they are blind. And only now I've got the armor upgrades. I decided to get out a squad of Seraphims to go and decap this critical location here on the far left. 3 lightning fighters still alive. A Tempest has been produced by Space Marine. He's got the machine cult up. However, his economy has been harassed a bit. My economy is much better. 119 to 79 against 85 to 60. Floating a ton of power, he should start production of Hellfire Dreadnoughts perhaps in this case. I also have an LP3 on this point. Not sure if I will manage to save it. Reproduced my lightning fighters quickly and bringing them in the fight. Again, I'm focusing the squads which have the missile launchers equipped. Also cast the smite with the confessor into this bunch of units and have a servitor here, ecclesiarchal servitor to repair. 5 lightning fighters still in play and most of my opponent's infantry gets obliterated here on the battlefield. The infantry struggles against 5 lightning fighters. Even if you have the chaplain around to heal, not easy to stop that. Now they get stunned and I will manage to kill that squad of Grey Knights. Even the LP3 survived this attack. 1k float on power from Harmony. Said that he is floating. I probably hit tier 3 now. Not sure, but it looks like. Oh no, I only go tier 3 now. I had enough resources. I also have a very good economy for considering the map. And we'll now managing here to end this game. There's nothing left for Space Marines.
I am a servant.
By the Emperor,
6 minutes
More
until
Sisters of Battle goodness for the Sisters of Battle fans. Here you go. GG gets called. It wasn't so bad. Ideally, again, you should get the Lightning Fighters much faster if you practice the build. On bigger maps it might work. On a map like Meeting of Minds, such a build might work very well. In this case it worked for me because Parmenie did not expect to see the planes, I think. He prepared for anti-infantry build, something similar to what I did in the previous game, so I changed my build in the second game. Do not be predictable and you will win more games. I play different builds from game to game almost with all the factions. I do not like to repeat one build in every game. 1v1, 2v2 or 3v3. It gets boring too quick. Have to alt tab after every game and prepare the next one. This one, a 1v1, Necrons versus Imperial Guard on Blood River. Let me check when we played it. In December 2013. Again, we move with the games chronologically. Almost in 2014 we played this, still on GameSpy probably.
Present and accounted for, sir.
I believe Alkimant is still playing the game from time to time. I have him in my Steam friend list. I used to play against him a lot back then. In the upper right hand side I play Necrons, expecting a turret rush from Alkimant, so I have to build a turret fast. This is how you counter turret rush from Imperial Guard. Back then I thought Alkimant was another player. Jackal is a different player, so my bad here not knowing who Alkimant is. It's his main nickname, his main account.
Present and accounted for, we did it, sir. It is my duty to serve. If such is the Emperor's will.
3 guardsmen from Imperial Guard, infantry command, generator, command squad already out. Is being sent towards my base. There they go, the turret is unfinished. So if I do not see any heavy aggression or a turret rush attempt, I can delete it later. Or if it sits like that until tier 2, I can finish it and it will serve as a defense for the generators later on. Won't finish just yet. I have enough to deal with the command squad. A free Necron warrior squad is sufficient at the moment. The unfinished turret, however, delays my economy and my tech. Not so good, not a very good decision keeping it like that all this time. By the way, I will try to check the chat after this game. I forgot I have a live chat in there. Feel free to have a discussion in the meantime. Will not invest in the Necron warriors at all, getting my Necron Lord out. I probably expect some sort of tech from Alkimant, so I do not invest in Necron warriors. Oh yeah, and he is going tier 2 already. Only has a priest on the command squad, did not bother to invest more in that squad. Faster tier 2 instead. I smell something's wrong in this game, only seeing 2 members in the command squad, so I decided to delete that turret, get my resources back, building the summoning core, and plus 90 economy soon. It's already quite good. Also upgrading 1 LP2, not necessary yet. Two relics under control for Imperial guards, and 2 critical locations, plus all the strategic points from his side. Only 1 LP2 however. Still very good economy, 110 to 30. Gets tactical control, he is ahead in tech. In a much better position right now. This is gonna get ugly soon, very ugly for me. I am very much behind, and that without having upgrade on the Necron warriors or Necron Lord artifacts. Almost nothing, except these 3 Necron warriors and a Necron Lord. Nothing else, and I'm still so far behind in tech. That's because I invest a lot in building up my economy. I need to catch up with my opponent's economy, it's much higher. I see Plasma and have to run back with the Necron warriors. These unupgraded Necron warriors have no chance against Plasma. Just run away when you see that. Even when they are upgraded, Imperial Guard Plasma can deal with them. I would need Necron Lord artifacts and 2 upgrades on the Necron Warriors if I want to be able and fight this infantry here. War Wraiths. I will probably transition into Wraiths, yeah, now I get it. Building the second monolith. No global upgrade, however. Prioritized the monolith instead. Need wraiths out faster.
Eager for action, son. You called, son. My devotion is assured.
Managed to decap all the critical locations from my opponent. Okay, he scans my base and sees both monoliths now. The Forbidden Archive built in front like that, it will tank some damage if it stays in that position. Also building a turret here next to a relic and a strategic point. It can reach both the relic and damage it, and then later on this listening post. A very good position for an offensive turret on Blood River. Alkimant wants to take it down, I will stay in there and repair. probably will manage to save it. Look at the amount of wraiths, however. Alkimant is starting to struggle. I focused the Psyker. Actually, I did not focus at all. The turret focused the Psyker. I should have focused the priest manually and kill it first. Would have had chances to save that turret. A ton of wraiths in here tying up all those guardsmen from Alkimant. I probably don't have a global upgrade yet. No, not yet, and I can't even afford it. Lightning field up for the Necron Lord. Can fight a lot of priests with a lightning field. Not scared of priests, no. Seeing that Necron Warriors early game, these Necron Warriors, Alkimant probably thought I would transition into standard Necron Warrior mass play. No way. Some mind games here, he decides to go for Plasma, which is perfect to deal with the Necron Warrior mass. But it's not good against Wraiths. And from now on I take control of the game. Took down his point here on the relic. We'll try to capture it, and we'll now take down the LP on the second relic. He's got the power global upgrade. Some nice uncommon power. Keeping those Necron warriors alive, still no need to suicide them. They can still be useful at distracting the opponent. This LP2 almost down. Alkimant will manage to save it. Bringing wraiths in here non-stop. Need to tie up this infantry somehow. The 3 Necron warrior squads here will take down an LP2. Found some use for them, and they manage. Very well done. Alkimant still struggling with micro. Has to be active here with his squads and deal with my wraiths. They're coming in here non-stop. And so I take down slowly Alkimant's economy. 92 to 66 now. If you can't kill his infantry, his army, just take down his economy. It cannot escape from the wraiths. This is the plan for now. 125 income, the global upgrade is up. Acceptable economy if you have 2 monoliths. It's barely enough to mass the wraiths and slowly take up. Going for the greater summoning core. Massing up wraiths like that non-stop is more expensive than massing Necron warriors. Wraiths die all the time. While the Necron warriors can be upgraded once and then tried to keep the squads alive if you manage them well. However, in this situation I consider wraiths more useful. They can both fight guardsmen squads and harass enemy economy, and they have much better mobility. Alkimant wanted to do some counter harass in my base. He sent a Chimera. It has been destroyed by an upgraded turret, and then his guardsmen slaughtered by wraiths. Taking down here a 3rd LP2. Being very active with the wraiths around the map. They even deal some damage to the sentinel.
2 minutes until taking hold victory.
1 more minute. 2 more minutes to decap. Alkimant will probably decap, or I will win by taking a hold. I control the critical locations now. I have very fast production speed. Yeah, he goes for that decap. I also control a relic. And can now go tier 3 and maybe even tier 4 from this point onwards. Imperial Guard's economy is obliterated. 56 to 66. And my economy is 125. Okay, tier 3 on the way. Should build one more generator. The more generators you build at this point, they pay off nicely. If you have 2 monoliths especially and a global upgrade, you get even higher income. So generators pay much faster when you have a high economy like this one. Building a 3rd turret here. The Hellhounds incoming. They cannot do anything against these upgraded turrets, I'm afraid. And I can take out Immortals, yeah. One squad out, a second one is coming out soon. While Alkimant has to slowly regenerate his income. Managed to take down 3 LP2s. Yeah, this one has been saved. He sees I'm tier 3. Building the 9th generator. And gathering some sweet units in the base, lovely wraiths. Amazing unit. They probably have been changed in the lore now. Well, in Unification mod they do still looks very much like these ones. Slightly changed visuals. 3 Hellhounds in here trying to take down the obelisk. Hellhounds have good damage to buildings. I'm saving this obelisk with the phase shift for some time. Going in with my wraiths once again through the middle. Once I find his infantry, I will send my wraiths on harassing his economy again. I will not use them in the fight. Sending all of them on the left hand side, LP2 in here. Probably a good move. Pariahs will take down this point, trying to overwhelm him from more sides. 3 turrets in a good position and an LP3, unbreakable almost. He will need to attack from this side if he wants to do some damage in my base. I am only targeting his economy mostly. Taking down listening posts and even will decap. He's gonna hit tier 3 soon, 81 to 66 economy. Very aggressive game from me here as soon as I hit tier 2. I've been playing very aggressively, taking down his economy while he can only sit and defend. And even that does not stop me. 2 more points have been destroyed and his infantry command. Pariahs will take down the other LP2 and his economy is screwed up. Once again, 52 to 66. 164 for me in the meantime. The energy core has been placed. Need to defend a relic now. Tier 3 Imperial Guard is still a threat. No need to chill out yet. And building the 10th generator. He has to spend so much time with his guardsmen recapturing the points, rebuilding. That means he cannot go into a counter-attack. If I take down his economy and he fights me back, he cannot counter-attack. He has to take the points back. He can't even afford new squads of guardsmen. So he has to use the upgraded ones. Probably a good style to play versus Imperial Guard, but you need very good timings. Make sure you do not get too far behind. I was far behind at the beginning of the game, then recovered. Thanks to the Wraiths and Alkimant's decision to upgrade Guardsmen. A risky move. Don't do that unless you're sure you're fighting upgraded Necron warriors.
Is that the best you've got?
Immortals being very painful, Alkimant quits. I bet he wasn't happy with this game. Not easy to deal with that. He still manages to kill more units, yeah. I've mostly used Wraiths. A lot of Wraiths have been killed, I guess. Definitely not 90, but maybe 20-30 Wraiths have been killed. Not so sure how many, but a lot died. And then I lost those Necron warriors at the free squads, but I kept the Immortals alive, which means mostly the Wraiths have died. Didn't count them. In the end I managed to win, thanks to the economy advantage. Okay, we'll have a look at this chart. See you later, Red Knight. Thanks for watching the stream. Okay, I will not check all the messages. Feel free to continue the discussion. And thanks everyone who voted in the poll. Most people voted, they do enjoy the replays. I'm not sure how many votes there were, and I'm not sure if I will be able to see that later in the stream recording. Let's continue with the games. Next one played in February 2014 on Blood River. In the lower left I spawn with Necrons. Been idling for a bit. Lost almost 10 seconds, not good. We'll play versus SteelRat, a powerful Space Marine player back then. We'll open with 4 scouts. I pretty much knew his playstyle, we played a lot against each other. He beat me a lot, I beat him a lot. I was struggling at the start, however, I must admit. Expecting heavy aggression from him, he's doing some sort of all-ins, from what I recall. So I am building a turret ASAP. No scout rush all in, however, but he's playing aggressively, very aggressively otherwise. Tactical Space Marine squad is out. and he sends it towards my base.
At your command.
Fear denies faith.
A more slow generator build up here. 5 generators for now, and we'll take 3 strategic points. Sneaky miss-smurfing. Yeah, we'll need these obelisks for LP2s at least, and some production speed for the start. He sees the turret does not want to fight under it, he doesn't have enough forces yet. Decides to take the river point instead. I'm going there, but I will not manage to decap anyway. The Scarabs would get killed by the commander and the Space Marine squad too quickly. The decap would fail, so I have to keep them alive. Better scout with them. Scouting the map around with 2 squads of Scarabs. 2 Necron warriors for now, the Necron Lord follows, and a fast Forbidden Archive. That's another different build this time from me. Basically different builds in every game so far. Yeah, you go Forbidden Archive before the Summoning Koi if you want a Lightning Field usually. I guess I will get the Lightning Field and the Phase Shift. There we have the typical all-in from Space Marines here. 3 squads of Tactical Space Marines all-inning Necron. Very difficult to stop that. It's a lot more difficult for Necron to stop this all-in than for Space Marine to perform it. To get things clear. They have to reinforce the squads, keep them together, and right click on the enemy units. Not so difficult to do. The Necron has to suffer at the start until they gain some critical mass to fight back. For that they do need time, a lot of time. Blood River does not allow you to just sit back and mass up infantry. The Necron Lord has been killed by the Force Commander. SteelRat is getting a skull probe here. He wants to stun that turret. It will deal no damage. I'm sending the Necron warriors to fight him in close combat and getting a new Necron Lord. 2 LP2s also up. I can still fight at the base, overwatching all the Necron warriors. 3 squads probably. 3 squads still alive. 1 squad probably will die, however. He's also being active during this time with the scouts, following my Scarabs. The Necron Lord is back, and now he can fight that Force Commander, I assume.
6 minutes until
No Lightning Field yet, however. I mostly went for the Forbidden Archive for the Phase Shift. I cannot afford a Summoning Core yet. Good map control, full map control from Space Marine. In the meantime, the slaughter continues in my base. I lose the turret. Finally I get that Lightning Field and fight the Force Commander. SteelRat does not notice and loses the Commander, forcing him to retreat. Now I have survived his all-in thanks to the phase shift, probably. really helped me a lot in this case. And still 3 squads of Necron warriors out. A 4th one will get out soon. The lightning field was fully charged, casting it here and killing a few marines.
Until take and hold victory.
SteelRat still sitting without a generator, and I also sit without the summoning core. We will continue the fight, it will not stop. Not yet. Even now I will not place a summoning core, knowing that he's got full map control and knowing that I have a lower economy. I am trying to catch up on him with that. And then I can also build a summoning core, no need to rush. Okay, he places a generator now and continues to fight hard. A new force commander is out, getting towards my base. Again, the Necron Lord low on HP. Probably will get slaughtered, obliterated by the force commander. Yeah, SteelRat will focus it in range. A squad of marines is without morale. I can continue the fight. At least in close combat. Necron warriors were nicely reinforced. They are fine even without the upgrade. The first upgrade, I mean. The first upgrade mostly adds to the damage they deal. They don't add to the HP buff. I am not even sure, but probably no HP buff at all. And the default damage without the upgrade is also sufficient to deal with unupgraded Space Marines here, so I continue the fight. It's a bloody slaughter for 8 minutes non-stop now.
3 minutes until taken hold victory.
Here gets the Necron Lord again. I see the Flamers, which means he's got the armory up, and so do I. The summoning core is up, and I get a squad of flayed ones now. My Necron warriors are safe. The Necron Lord will win me some time with the phase shift. His economy is still good, 104 to 10. Doesn't have enough to go tier 2, and he doesn't have to. He can continue to fight in tier 1.5 and maybe even finish the game like that. I've built a second turret. The first one got destroyed. Built another one. Closer to this strategic point in the river. Sadly, it will go down. Can't stop these marines without solar pulse, so I will need at least the phase shift or upgraded Necron warriors. Still decide to go in. I have a flayed one squad also to deploy and tie up the Space Marines. One tactical marine squad can be tied up by the Lord, another one by the flayed ones, and I decide to go in. Don't let him push too deep. Getting out, targeting that force commander, and finally getting the upgrade on my Necron warriors. The Necron Lord has been killed once again, for the 3rd time probably. Yeah, the 3rd time or the 4th even. Flayed ones tanking the damage mostly. I decide to go in, but it's a bad idea without the Lord. Suiciding a lot. I still outnumber him when I reach his squads. Struggles with micro a bit. I lost a squad of Necron warriors also by the look of it. A new flayed one squad is out and I continue the push. And going for the plus 90 economy, as well as getting a new Necron Lord up. 98 to 10 income for Space Marines. He's making the frag grenades and he's lost a lot of tactical Space Marines.
Scouts here.
My time to push now and be aggressive. As soon as he's lost the fight, he cannot hold this attack now, and once my lord gets there, it's gonna get even more difficult for him. His all-in basically failed, but it was a very good try. He almost got me. I barely survived, and it's not easy to survive such an all-in. Can also go tier 2 now on a very good economy. We'll still wait for that 4th Necron warrior squad probably. I've got very good production speed now, it won't take too long. Instead of rushing with tier 2, if you float you can build a second monolith or more generators, always. In this situation it's not necessary to rush with tier 2. My opponent is even far more behind now. He has to rebuild the armory. He rebuilds it in the river, I'm not sure why he needs it. If he's not tier 2, what weapons can he add? Flamers aren't really worth it. I mean, it's not worth to rebuild the armory just for adding the flamers, I think. Taking down his economy here, his points, a lot more damage has been done by me now. And tier 2 being underway very quickly. Decided to teleport back. I have done enough damage, destroyed most of his base and a lot of points. 2 LP1s destroyed and decapped. Okay, we'll go on this one now. Time to take my relic, I guess. Global upgrade on the way, phylactery for the Lord and summoning core for the second Necron warrior upgrade.
Position secure.
SteelRat finds himself in tier 1 still.
Walk softly, then carry a big gun.
Scouts in position.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
We'll go out once again with all of his tactical marines. I will probably wait for the second upgrade on the Necron warriors. Also we'll build a turret again. It will reach both the relic and all these buildings in here. Getting some flayed ones, they're getting much better once you hit tier 2. The lightning field in here fully charged, I use it, killing a few marines. And the turret here getting upgraded. Very happy with the outcome in this game. Second Necron warrior upgrade underway and a destroyer is out. No anti-vehicle from SteelRat. He's floating, he probably gave up when playing. Goes tier 2 now, floated a lot however. His armory gonna go down and he says GG. And quits. Yeah, impossible at this point to keep playing and win. Very intense, the first 10 minutes at least. I guess there's no rule on how to deal with this all-in. If you try to repeat what I did in this game, it's probably gonna fail, most likely. It depends a lot on how your opponent micros when he attacks. Oh, 51 votes, that's huge. So I had quite a few viewers on the stream then. Good to see that activity. Okay, let's jump into the next game. Hopefully it's still fun. Another game in the same matchup, same opponent on Fata Morga now. We played this in April 2014, I believe. Let me see. No, this one we played in May 2014. 8 years ago. On Fata Morga this time.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Back then, SteelRat probably and Mihalic were the most powerful Space Marines.
Scouts reporting
So it was a huge challenge for me defeating
Scouts in position.
this guy.
Scouts in position.
And he has a pretty solid anti-Necron style. Again, 3 scouts from SteelRat
Position
in
secure.
the lower left. No generator opening. All in on this map is more difficult to perform than on Blood River.
Scouts in position.
Here to serve.
But still doable. Necron in the base only has 1 point to defend. Almost on one side. So if your opponent all-ins from this side, you will have this point. You probably won't be able to take and hold this one. Or if he all-ins from the other side, you will only have this point. So only one LP2. Unlike Blood River, where you can have 3-4 LP2s very close to each other. There he goes, no early turret from me this time, it's not Blood River. Scout harass is not very effective on this map.
The Emperor protects. On alert.
He's sending 2 squads of scouts in my base. I'm getting 2 Necron warrior squads out. He wants to take my point here in the lower position. And distracts my 2nd Necron warrior squad with his scouts.
Ever vigilant. Yes, my lord.
Reinforcing the Necron warriors slightly. And a nice decap on my own point. I cannot allow him to place an LP on it. Would take me ages to destroy it. And then he can also cancel and place a new one, not allowing me to decap, so better decap immediately. And here the aggression begins. He sends the tactical marines into my Necron warriors. Will also decap my strategic point.
Taking damage.
At your command.
Gonna fight his scouts here a bit with the Necron warriors.
Today
No Necron Lord, however, so another new build from me this time. This time I decided to go for a fast upgrade on the Necron Warriors. And 3 squads of Necron Warriors with early upgrade. Can this stop Space Marine all-in? On this map, probably. On smaller maps, maybe will fail, as you have less time. SteelRat not sending this squad in the fight yet, probably overlooked it. Fast Necron warrior upgrade and a squad of flayed ones will follow.
Taking damage. At your command.
Overwatching the Necron warriors at this point. SteelRat's economy is very good, this is what he sees. Controls all of his own points. Not sure why he would build generators like that. A critical location, and now takes the one in the middle. 86 to 10 income. 70 income for me on power. Looks like SteelRat's aggression fails in here. He lost a lot, but I also did lose a lot of units. I invested a lot in the upgrades and Necron Warrior Overwatch. Plus flayed ones, reinforcement.
Victory countdown has begun.
Heresy grows behind us.
Bionic upgrade only now being researched for SteelRat. Now his unit's gonna be a bit more resilient. He sees that I go towards his base now and he is completely out of position. If he goes in my base, I can teleport back and defend myself. And I'm going for his relic. I want to do some damage to him. This Necron Warrior squad probably bugged. Yeah, they do go in close combat towards a Space Marine squad. It happens sometimes, the close combat bug. If you fight some units in close combat, it may affect the squads. Yeah, it definitely bugged. As soon as you lose, as you do not order the Necron Warriors, they would go by themselves into an enemy squad. Very stupid bug. Here I'm taking down one of his generators and the armory. Not sure if I will manage. Only now the Necron Lord is up at the 7th minute and I'm still tier 1.5. Tier 2 almost up for SteelRat. Doesn't look so good for me. He probably can hold. Will definitely save the armory. Now we'll struggle a bit with fighting my Necron Warriors here. And the flayed ones dealing with that Force Commander. SteelRat doesn't want to micro with it. Busy with these squads. He's getting surrounded. I decide to run away from that Force Commander. Focus another squad perhaps. My mistake, I should have fought him. Continue to fight the commander. Also built the archive, so it's a full tier 1.5 game from me. No early tier 2.
Taking damage.
Trying to improvise a build on the move. Here the Necron Lord keeps 3 squads of Tactical Space Marines busy. Meanwhile, I send my Necron warriors forward, taking down the LP on the relic, and maybe we'll take down the armory, and this generator would be wise. 85 to 10 income, still good for Space Marines. Most likely he will lose this armory, or won't manage to save it. And I'm doing some decent amount of damage now to him. Will help me in the long run. I can now afford tier 2 also. And Necron's tier 2 is rather quick if you've got some speed on production. The armory has been destroyed. The generator will survive. Bad focus from me. I could have taken down that generator also. This squad still bugged, messing up. I give up on it to let him fight whoever he wants. We'll take down the generator and this LP again. SteelRat again builds in the front. The sacred artifact in a bad position has been placed. Not sure why he's doing that. Tier 2 on the way for me and Necron Lord. Ordering the Necron Lord during the tier 2 transition will cost you 50 power less, basically a discount. And you can even cancel the production of the Necron Lord in tier 2 and you will receive 50 power. That's a good trick. However, if you produce the Necron Lord later, you will have to pay that 50 power back anyway, so it's up to you if you want to make use of that or not.
Position secure.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no peace.
Tier 2.5 here from SteelRat. 2 critical locations under control. Economy is quite low considering mine, but it can recover quickly. Better economy for me now. He wants to go in, take down that turret. And will most likely manage. The repair speed won't be enough. The DPS is too high in here. The Lord is back, but very far away from the base. Flayed one's probably gonna get slaughtered by plasma here. Notice that he's got plasma only on the sergeants and commanders. No plasma on other units. His armory has been destroyed. Now he rebuilds it. Goes deep into my base. Has a good run in here. I will not waste the teleportation on my Necron warriors. Maybe I teleported with one squad only. I will need the teleportation later. Probably was a bad idea anyway, gonna lose that squad. Good focus from SteelRat. Another teleport. Didn't have this obelisk up, sadly, to teleport here and surround his infantry. And now triple hero from SteelRat and 3 squads of tactical space marines. A smite gets absorbed by those Necron warriors, and I'm only left with 2 Necron warrior squads. This is far from over. A lot of back and forth. 80 to 30 income now for space marines. Only 80 income on requisition is painful. He had to upgrade 1 or 2 LP2s by now. A bit greedy. 90 income for me still, and going for the global upgrade. I can win enough time with my units what I have now. Not in a rush to mass destroyers or tomb spiders. Necron Lord here in a bad position, getting stunned. And I don't have the teleport on this squad to jump back. A destroyer on the way. This squad most likely gonna die. Only 2 squads of Necron warriors. This is not enough to fight this huge infantry mass here. Skulls on the way from SteelRat. He's expecting destroyers, yeah. He will need the skulls to stun them. And get the power swords. More close combat damage from his commanders and sergeants. Here comes the destroyer. Only 1 destroyer is not a big threat yet. Will also cause a lot of pathing to my own units, sadly. A second destroyer incoming. A skull probe stunned the destroyer now. Well done with that, so he can retreat safely from this infantry. Doesn't care too much about his economy. While I upgrade it slowly, it gets better and better, while also producing a lot of units. Good amount of anti-vehicle now. Will easily take down one of my destroyers and maybe even both of them. The Lord fighting commanders again goes very low on HP and I have to jump away. Probably will lose the Lord. Phase shift, solar pulse and probably phylactery for the Lord. Time to go tier 3. Okay, he's making the global upgrade for requisition and keeps producing those skull probes. A mistake from him not upgrading economy faster. I know I cannot hold all that infantry if it gets in my base. I build a turret close to the generators. I will need pariahs out ASAP to tank into this infantry or go for some harass into the enemy base. I do not remember the game at all. What I will do. Okay, 3rd squad of Necron warriors is out. Not so bad actually. 3 Necron warrior squads with upgrades. A destroyer and a Necron lord with artifacts. Still playable. Mostly missile launchers on the tactical space marines. Decided to blind them. He wants to take down my Necron lord and probably will. Oh no, the phase shift will save me once again. Very bad fight for me in here. I have to jump back and save my Necron warriors from the Grey Knight ability and frag grenades. The other destroyer will go down. Now 3 squads of Necron warriors, even flayed ones fully upgraded, Necron lord still up and pariahs out. Now I can definitely fight him. He's used most of his abilities. The Lord is still up. Difficult for me to engage through this narrow path. Again, the destroyer caused some pathing. Whenever he runs like that through the Necron warriors, it stops and causes a lot of pathing. The reason why I don't like destroyers so much. A 108 income now. Second global upgrade on power on the way. Finally, SteelRat's economy getting better. 120 to 40 now, much better, but he's behind in tech. It's a tier 3 game from me now and only tier 2.5 from Space Marines. Probably won't be able to hold this attack. Nothing to stop the pariahs. Another solar pulse and he cannot sit in here, he has to run. Can't fight in the solar pulse range. You could try to go close combat, but not when the flayed ones are around or pariahs. Tanking a bit of damage in here with the Necron Lords and keep moving onwards. Playing a bit greedy. No need for that, actually. I could have sit back and go for the restored monolith, but I probably knew I can win now if I go in and attack. 127 income and it only gets better slowly. Also very good for SteelRat now. And he can still fight my units. I would need to jump back with the Necron warriors at least. We'll only keep the Lord here, pariahs and flayed ones. Keep him busy. Yeah, the Necron warriors were damaged. I did not want to lose 2 squads. So had to teleport back while I had the chance. Another solar pulse cast in here. Keep pushing. And a tomb spider is necessary to resurrect the bodies now. A lot of dead Necron bodies to resurrect. A tomb spider is mandatory at this point. SteelRat fighting strong, he's gonna win the fight in here now under 2 LP2s, a ton of squads. I probably will lose pariahs if I will not retreat. Okay, they split somehow. I send them in the Space Marine base. We'll scout his base. I see he is still tier 2 and thinking he's dead. I am going tier 2 right now. Tier 4 I mean. And now resurrecting stuff with the tomb spider. Finally, SteelRat going tier 3, 117 to 40 income. I can mass a lot of Necron warriors, immortals, flayed ones, thanks to the tomb spider. There will be enough support for a restored monolith, so I wait for 1k power in order to produce it. Going in, but I have no chances in this fight. I actually need to wait for the restored monolith. The plasma is very painful in here. Even the pariahs could go down. Oh, a sync error is detected. That said, well, in the end I remember producing the monolith and winning the game. He was too far behind in tech. Plus I was also attacking from the left. Sadly, in this version of Soulstorm, sync errors were a common thing. I can still convert the replay and show you the full game, but probably not worth wasting time with that now. In the end, I find him fighting with tier 2.5 units against my tier 4 composition, so he couldn't hold it. Still some nice back and forth, good resilience shown from both. He kills a lot more units, but he got out-teched. Hello again, who joined recently, welcome. We're looking at some older games of mine today, again. 1 second. Another 1v1 up next. I'm gonna play versus a Blasphemer. This is Maniac. His other main nickname. He used both nicknames for a very long time. Orks versus Space Marines on Tranquility's end. He was powerful with both Space Marines, Chaos. His main race also used to be Necrons earlier, in 2008 to 2011.
Scouts reporting for duty. Scouts awaiting orders.
I await your instructions. Yes, most
Scouts ready.
one.
3 scouts opening from
Scouts reporting for duty.
a Maniac. I think we played this one in Tunngle. Let me check the date. We played this game in December 2014.
Position secure.
Ever vigilant.
Yes, my lord.
Here I do a very standard opening, the usual thing I do. Unlike Necrons on Orks, I only have one build, this one. I will do most of the time.
Where's the fighting? Yeah? And now
We'll also capture one point close to the barracks with the shooter boys.
jobs are good and boss.
Mech is on the way. First commander for Maniac. He sends the tactical Space Marines and Scouts towards my LP1 here, showing some aggression even in close combat. He wants to take this point down. I will manage to repair, I think. He cannot destroy it while the Gretchens are there. And I decided to upgrade it. Upgrade it to LP2, the mech is here, and we'll definitely manage to deal with that Space Marine squad. While the force commander is far away from this squad, I can still fight, trying to deal some damage while I can. Despite the matchup being Orc favored, I still was not feeling comfortable in the matchup with Space Marines and even Chaos as Orcs. It was very difficult for me to stop an all-in Space Marine player. Thankfully, Maniac is not doing an all-in here. He places a generator now. Well, maybe it would be too risky to do all in on this map. A lot of negative cover. The enemy base is far away, so could be too big of a risk. I place a second generator. We'll go for economy boom by the look of it. Do not reinforce any shooter boys. I don't have a war banner yet, so I cannot reinforce at this point. Cannot fight in there, jumping on the right hand side LP, trying to take it down. And only now at the 4th minute placing the first war banner, and slowly upgrading more and more LP2s. This is the 4th LP2 that gets upgraded. Economy boom early game into Storm Boys probably. Or big shooters with blast here. Maniac will add the sniper rifles on the scouts. He's still got 3 squads of scouts alive. Bringing the second squad of shooter boys and building the pilo guns. I don't feel so good now. Maniac going in slowly. Bad tank in here, however. Tanks with this squad of tactical marines. I think that was a micro mistake from Maniac. Had to go in with the force commander. Here I'm jumping in and will fight him in this negative cover. I can do that. We're gonna fight in here for a while. Probably will manage to push him back. I've got more infantry around. The scouts are sitting behind the LP in a safe spot. Now they are being equipped with the sniper rifles, so Maniac has to be careful on how he handles the scouts. One good jump with the mech and they could die. And each scout is very expensive at this point. Not good to lose them. 140-20 income now for me. Only 2 squads of shooter boys and a squad of slugger boys left. Think I will need storm boys and I go for them. Also researching Daka. Probably don't have armor upgrade yet. Maniac goes tier 2.
Beware the alien, the mutant.
Scouts here.
Domination on map control. Almost.
Yes, my lord.
He's in control of the game, but things can change quickly.
You need something fixed? Don't bother me. I'm working on something.
Adding the nob leaders here, got my storm boys out. And researching the armor upgrade now. Sending the slugger boys in the middle critical location, probably wanted to decap. I see most of Maniac's infantry there and run back. Again, Maniac out of position. He will not be able to save his LP2.
5 minutes until take and hold victory.
Tier 2 70% up, the armor is still being built. Jumping in with the storm boys and following his infantry through the negative cover. One good jump with the mech, trying to take down those scouts. Yeah, I think I killed both squads of scouts now. And destroyed his LP2 here, as well as the generator will go down. 86-30 income at this point for Maniac, a very low HP force commander. He keeps losing those tactical space marines.
At your command.
One squad of scouts still alive next to the relic. dealing some damage. However, this was a very bad fight for Maniac, a bit of miscontrol through the negative cover, and GG gets called. Well, lucky me winning his Space Marines. With Chaos he destroys my Orks. He used to beat me. Probably not very easily, since it's not an easy matchup for Chaos, but still, as Chaos he killed my Orks many times. And Necrons too. Even shows a close result on units killed in the end. I lost a lot of greenskins, but won the final battle. He probably also rushed with tier 2 too much. Maybe adding assault marines would have been wise. He either rushed with tier 2 or went for it too late. I am not sure, honestly. Okay, 2 more games left for today's stream. This one will be a 3v3 we played on Parmenie. In Team 1, Marty, probably Martefio, Imperial Guard, Vivienne, Mort, Dark Eldar, and Jigglypuff as Chaos. And this probably also was played in Tunngle. Let me check the date. Yeah, we played this in January 2015. Most likely we played this in Tunngle. GameSpy was not running at that point. In my team I get SWS Stinson, a Russian player Spartak playing Tau, I am playing Necrons. In the enemy team we've got Vivienne, Mort, not sure who this is. I forgot a lot of player names already. Marty playing Imperial Guard and Jigglypuff playing Chaos. Placing 4 generators for the starts. Going for 2 Necron Warriors first, Necron Lord after. Probably will mass a lot of Necron Warriors. I am not looking at the game chat at all during the replays. Usually in team games you have a lot of chat. Try not to pay attention to that. Hopefully there won't be a sync error. The next part in this series probably will be from a Steam version, so we won't have sync errors for sure. And maybe I will even show the ending of that game in the previous versus SteelRat and Fata Morga. Maybe. Building generators slowly. I allow Tau to take 2 of my points. 1 of my points, apologies, but in exchange for a relic. So I can still have enough population cap and vehicle cap. On 2 points alone, Necron is very vulnerable. They cannot mass infantry or vehicles. On 3 they feel about fine. Here I probably decapped the Chaos Relic. Yeah, probably decapped. He went fast tier 2 through Chaos Armory, builds the Machine Pit. I went to scout and see what he's doing, going in with my Necron warriors. Not rushing at all with tech in here, don't have a summoning core yet, going for plus 80 economy first. Here sisters fighting back some mandrakes, has detection with a missionary. Trying to attack now while I can. Again, we'll switch to my view, like that. I see that he is tier 2, and also the Dark Eldar is tier 2, they rushed with tech. Both of them except Imperial Guard. Marty is still tier 1. Doing some damage here, punished Chaos for this fast tech. Took one of his LP2s down. I saw that he is tier 2, now I build the summoning core and will need to save some resources and go tier 2 myself. Anti-vehicle will be necessary. Chaos will probably mass defilers. In the middle here it looks good, Tau is holding the critical location. Our ally has fire warriors and some stealth suits. Cannon is on red HP, not sure who she fought. Probably the command squad or mandrakes. Okay, and the first defiler is out. At the 5th minute, not so fast, I'd say. I will not rush with tier 2, I see. Harass around the map a bit with the lords and these Necron warriors, upgrading them now.
6 minutes until
and going for the 8th generator. Again, I do not remember the game, so no idea what will happen next. Let's just observe and see. Took down this relic from Imperial Guard or Dark Eldar. Didn't even pay attention, probably Imperial Guard. Yeah, most likely. Some anti-vehicle here from Tau. The stealth suits, however, they do not deal damage yet to vehicles, they don't have the weapons, only will be added now. Probably just hit tier 2. And it's also on the way for me. Doing a standard Necron warrior mass in here. Half HP, more than half HP down for the defiler. On the other side, sisters are suffering against scourges. They outrange the battle sisters without bolters. Stinson gets out a squad of Celestians. Some are back and forth for now. Well, we took down 2 of their relics, that's some good economy damage. We've got the advantage, I think. Economy wise. Sisters of Battle versus Dark Eldar. I decided to help my sister ally, getting in here with my Necron Lord. We'll try to win some time in here. Crucible of Malediction researched on the Archon. Must be careful now with the Lords. One bad jump could kill him. And there I go. He might die even right here. If the Archon will cast Malediction into the Lords. Okay, he will do that on the Celestians. Probably a bad idea. No, it's a Battle Sister. No, Celestians. They deal very low damage in range. Unless they have a veteran. So all of the units will stay alive. And Stinson decides to go in. We will keep holding the middle here with Tau. 2 defilers from Chaos will stay nicely and defend also with the sorcerer behind them for detection. In case stealth suits jump into these defilers, sorcerer will be able to detect them. Moving my infantry once again to the left. Tier 2.5 up for Marty, he's getting the basilisks. Slowly but surely Chaos also hit tier 3. However, they are under attack now from the top left side. We are marching towards their base. Necron Lord in a ranged stance, not fighting in close combat, not controlling him for some time. We'll jump into the Scourges and tie them up. Attacking the Dark Eldar base in here, trying to take it down. However, I think Dark Eldar is not the biggest threat here, it's Chaos. And even Imperial Guard is a more bigger threat. However, we're cleaning the map left to right here. Probably better like that. We'll probably take down the Cabal fortress. The Obliterators are here. And the possessed Chaos Marines. My Necron warriors are screwed. Cannot fight possessed Chaos Marines. The Cabal fortress, however, will go down. Without destroyers here, I cannot fight the possessed Chaos Marines, or without the aid from the sister ally. Okay, bring a destroyer. Much better now. No tier 3 up yet for Marty. They've got huge artillery power, however, from range can disrupt both Necron warriors and Celestians. Continue to march and take down the Dark Eldar buildings. And they are holding strong, holding very well. Still tier 2.5 for me, doing a tier 3 transition now. Even Basilisk's Earthshakers were used. Or maybe not yet, he is still tier 2. And so they managed to fight us back in here. However, they almost lost a full base. Dark Eldar left with the barracks only. And probably no builder. a heretic in here. Where is the two? Okay, one tortured slave lurking around the map. He's got one slave, he can rebuild if he's got economy. Yeah, he does have income. LP2 here and some generators still up. Can rebuild. I teleport my mass back to base and now we'll try to attack Chaos. It's about time to destroy Chaos. Also bringing the Immortals at this time. Only possessed Chaos Marines and artillery power from the opponent. Still they managed to deal some damage. Global upgrade for power. Almost done the second one. No rush with tier 4 yet.
Until taken hold victory.
Okay, now that was an Earthshake for sure. Marty is tier 3 finally. Earthshaked into my Necron warriors. I lose a lot of warriors, but I can afford to reinforce them. A lot of back and forth fighting going on around the map. I probably will be forced back, but I do a lot of damage wherever I attack. So even if they push us back, the damage has been done. Fighting strong, holding for as long as I can before teleporting back, because I will have to eventually. And then maybe attack one last time with the restored monolith. Tau is also tier 3. Ghost tier 3 almost up through Montka. Terrible decision. Maybe in this specific situation having the hammerheads would seem fine. But it's very late, I mean. At this stage, hammerheads are not a threat. I would bet on Barracudas and HP upgrade for them probably, or drones on this map from drone harbingers with HP buff would work pretty well, or even crude hounds, so definitely Kaon probably would be much better. A lot of back and forth in this game. A 3v3.
4 minutes until taken.
Usually they are kinda one-sided. I wouldn't show a one-sided 3v3, so... I guess most of the team games we've watched were pretty interesting. Not one-sided at all. And a lot of action. Sitting back and waiting for my restored monolith, of course. The tier 4 is up and restored monolith 60%, almost done.
All missiles away.
Chaos feels confident, gets out of his base, wants to slowly push in and maybe even decap my relic. Too late.
3 minutes until taken.
Okay, now tell me, why would you go Montka and produce a Sky Ray? If you want Sky Rays, go for Kaon, my friend, and go for the HP upgrade, much better. Here comes the monolith, the restored monolith is here, and we've got another sync error, but I do remember winning this game now, that the monolith is here. I think this sync error thing was possible to abuse back then. So as soon as a player realizes he loses, he will somehow mess up the game and cause a sync error. I have no idea how that is done, but I am pretty sure this was possible to trigger manually. So we have these things at critical points in the games, very sad indeed. The instance they saw that monolith, we get a sync error, so too bad. Well, with the help of my monolith we managed to march forward and win this game in a dominating fashion. Only about 1 minute left until the end, so also without a base here in the Dark Eldar. He was also attacked by sisters. Anyways, nice back and forth action from what we've managed to see. Chaos manages to kill most units. He almost triples the score for both me and Stinson. The Tau player only killed 25 units. So sad. Well, in the end I managed to dominate. Necron late game on this map is also quite broken. Huge advantage in economy. Easy to out-tech when you've got ahead in economy, but early to mid game it's not easy at all. Okay, one more game left. Hopefully at least this one won't have a sync error. Imperial Guard versus Orks on Fata Morga. The last 1v1 game for today. I'll be playing Imperial Guard. I actually played Imperial Guard back in the day quite a lot. I probably have over 500 1v1 games with this faction. Around 500 games, I think, not more. Maybe even less. Starting only with 3 squads of guardsmen, surprising. And I will send a squad to get the relic first, a very risky move. If you do that, probably you have to also send a tech priest and build a turret to defend the guardsmen. We also played this in Tunngle, and we played it in January 2015.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
I am on it.
What are your orders? We did it, sir.
All right, men. Standing
Time
ready.
to wage war.
I will do as you ask.
Where's the fight?
In the lower left, InvaderZim, a lovely orc player, very funny to play against. Sometimes he would chat weirdly in an orky fashion. Almost made me high. The way he chatted and played. A very unique, specific style on orcs. Look at that. He sits in here with the Slugger boys. He sees that I capture the point and sends them in at the right time. They were covered by the fog of war. I didn't know they are there. And he manages to decap my point. So sneaky. And now also goes on the relic, cancels the LP, and will try to decap this. I focus the Slugger boys with 2 squads of guardsmen.
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
Well, his orcs were much better than my Imperial Guard, that's for sure, so this is gonna be hell for me. Not easy at all. Again he sends in the Slugger boys and will probably decap again. 2 decaps on the right hand side position and a decap on the relic. However, he traded a lot of HP on the mech already. Will he even give up on the mech? No, he jumps away. 3 decaps so far done in the first 3 minutes by the work player. Very well done. My economy stays low on 56 to 10. We'll upgrade to LP2s quickly.
I am on it.
We're under attack! What? Yeah. I will lead the charge! We're under attack!
Here I go on harass on his relic point. Zim upgrades it, but I think he cannot repair it. If the priest damages the LP1, it probably will go down. Mech out of position, cannot go in there to defend. I think he can get killed even by these 2 squads of guardsmen. They are a bit reinforced, and Zim will give up on his mech. That was funny. Not sure why he did that. Why would he lose that mech? Probably had a jump to save. We'll try to take down the next LP1. Again, Zim wants to upgrade it, but not at the right time. He should have been faster with these upgrades. Now he is not prepared to stop me. Okay, he also got some LP2s upgraded in the base. Did I just destroy a banner or was it deleted? Zim adding the flamers now, yeah. We'll drop the morale on the guardsmen with the flamers. Well done. $92 to 20 income now for me, much better. A commissar comes out and the tactical control is up. Here I fought the big mech a bit with the priest. Priest goes low and I decide to run back. 80 to 20 income for Invader. Makes the armor upgrade and a burner research. Adding the grenades on the guardsmen, I need to do that also on this squad. And I will. And getting some upgrades from the armory. In exchange for a faster tier 2, which is not wise. You have to do these upgrades during the tier 2 transition preferably. Now I will have 3 squads of guardsmen with grenades. That's a ton of DPS that the work might not handle. Storm boys on the way from Zim. He's got the nob leaders now on the Slugger boys, which have also flamers. Very unique to see flamers on the Slugger boys. It's mostly Zim who used to do that. Even if he would go on harass, he was adding flamers. And the flamers deal a ton of damage to buildings as well as the nob leaders. Mostly the nob leaders, however. And he will push me back for now. 2 squads. Is it 2 or 3 squads in here? Looks like 3 squads of Storm boys, but not reinforced. Mass close combat units from Zim. And I go tier 2 now. On a very good economy, making that general once again.
Rain What is it?
Storm Boy speed boost research for the Storm Boy is very good. And Daka, more damage for the knobs. .45 work population cap.
New code, sir.
What is your wish?
And I upgrade all of my LP2s here. And tier 2 up now. We both hit tier 2 almost at the same time. Zim, however, will not be able to harass easily. All of my points are upgraded, and I get all upgrades for guardsmen, getting the optics now. And will play very defensively, I assume. Upgrading a heavy bolter turret, expecting orc vehicles. Will sit and camp probably.
His name! What would you have me do? What would you have me do?
Slightly higher income on requisition for Zim, higher power income for me, however. And once this global upgrade for requisition will be done, my economy will be much better compared to Orks' economy, even without the critical location. Zim decides to go in, sees the minefield, will go back. Getting a heavy weapon team out, not rushing with a mechanized command. Zim also decides to build minefields, probably to prevent some harass from priests later on.
What can we do for you?
And another minefield in here. Interesting playstyle. Gets the mega armored knobs. He's going for full close combat combination, now I see. And also adds the knobs.
What would you have me do?
Okay, heavy weapon upgrade for the guardsmen on the way. More damage. And mechanized command almost up.
My devotion victory is assured.
He decides to go in now. Yeah, he's got the claw upgrade, he goes into that heavy weapon team. And what next? We'll jump back. Yeah, the Storm Boys cannot sit under this heavy fire from the guardsman grenade, it's too painful. 132 to 60 income now for me, 122 to 53 for Zim. So my economy is getting higher despite having a worse map control. The Ork is controlling all critical locations and all of the points and still has a lower income. Thanks to my global upgrades, Zim decides to go and attack on two sides. A very sudden attack on this side brings also the Slugger boys with flamers and keeps them in range. Will not fight in close combat. The knobs in here with the mega armored knobs will not be able to breach my defenses on that side. However, I am in trouble on the right. Not sure if I will, how I will manage to stop that. Not prepared. Two squads of knobs here from Zim. Economy getting lower and going tier 3 now. Well, only lost an LP2. I think I will still manage to hold. Look at that. Zim just should go in close combat, don't fight in range, please. Send and tie up that squad of guardsmen. Might be better. Getting a sentinel out. I think I took down that war truck. Playing defensively here, defending my position. Zim's greenskins getting slaughtered. Yeah, if he would have gone in, I'd bring a second squad of guardsmen and still manage to hold. Still, he lost too much. Takes my right hand side position. Won't keep it for long, I guess. And got 2 LP3s also up now. Economy is gonna get too good to handle, I guess, if I make tier 3 upgrades for requisition. Not going into a counterattack yet, I know he's got a lot of squads on the map. I only need to stop the taken hold for now. Zim on 85 population cap, he can go tier 3, doesn't have enough power however. Getting the Kasserkin quarters done. We'll need that squad. Great addition to my army combination. And infiltration for the assassin. Oh wait, I'm also on my way to tier 4.
My devotion is assured. You need something thick here to blow stuff up. What are you waiting for? This is taking forever. We got this thing you wanted. Throw the other part. I got the good bits for this fight. What are you waiting for? This is taking forever. Don't bother me. I'm working on something.
Tier 3 on the way only now for Zim, completely behind in tech. 147 to 79 income. Almost identical economy. Pretty much identical, yeah, now it's equal. Despite Zim having full map control. 3 critical locations. I'm still getting the same amount of income thanks to the global upgrade in these LP3s. The Mars pattern command has been placed. Not in a very good position, however. Could have been better positioned here, enough space and much safer. If Zim attacks on this side and breaches through the LP3 and these 2 turrets, it could go down. And he probably will go and attack there. Got a killer can out. And now we'll bring the Mad Dogs. Pure turtle style from me this game. I only was a bit aggressive at the beginning with the counter-attack. If I get out, all of my guardsmen squads are gonna get tied up by the Orks close combat infantry. What I could have done is make 1 or 2 chimeras maybe. And try to attack towards this relic. Could have been good. Getting HP upgrade for the Casterkins and Baneblade halfway done. Zim feels now is the right time to go in and attack. Will he manage? I have no idea. He probably will do some damage here now. Okay, he's getting closer. And goes in now. With the Mad Dog attached in the squad, he can cast the juice and keep these knobs alive. I will activate the fanaticism. Let's hope there won't be a sync error now in this fight. Got a Lemon Rust battle tank. It feels like Zim won't be fast enough to take down the Mars pattern command. A Lemon Rust battle tank is already out. Probably can deal with those vehicles on the right. And also the Baneblade is here. Again, Zim attacking on two fronts. I'm only sitting mostly with my guardsmen and defending. I guess I would have had a more difficult time if I played Necrons. And Zim's attack completely failed on the left hand side fight. Took down the LP3 on the relic and that's it. No other damage has been done. All my squads are alive. Thanks to tier 3 fanaticism and now tier 4 Lemon Rust battle tanks and the Baneblade, this is game over for Zim, I'm afraid. He lost everything now. Still his economy is better, 132 to 77. But he's got nothing. Okay, he hit tier 4 now. Builds a second boys hut. Maybe he wants to rely on those free slugger boys next. Can he? I'm marching towards his relic. Afraid of the Squiggoth. It probably was expecting that. I need to take down the LP and decap the enemy relic now. My priority. Too late for that. The Squiggoth is already on the way. Getting now the second upgrade for requisition and slowly approaching the Orks base with tier 4 elite units, the most powerful tier 4 in the game, especially if you use those Basilisk's Earthshakers in late. This is almost unstoppable power as long as you have resources. You can also use Psykers stun non-stop. You can make 7 Psykers, I guess. 4 Psykers, 4 Psykers in the command squad and 3 from the HQ. So you basically have endless stun and render the enemy vehicles useless. It's only a matter if you can control that. Again, very powerful late game stuff. If you keep the Psykers behind the Baneblade and the Lemon Rust tanks, you probably can keep them alive. Here comes the Squiggoth. Will he march, dive into the guardsman? Oh yeah, there he goes. Nice one. Tanks into my guardsmen and goes into the Lemon Rust battle tanks. A fun slaughter here in the end. I have the infiltrated assassin, which also deals good damage to the Squiggoth. It's demon type unit, surprisingly, or maybe not. It's still a creature and the creatures get demon type, while the tanks get a vehicle type. Well, better for Imperial Guard in this case. The assassin deals a ton of damage to demons, especially with the empowered shot. Zim trying hard in here to push me back, and he somehow manages to fight back the guardsman on the left side, but he's losing the fight in here on the main battlefield next to the relic. Lost the Squiggoth and lost most of his units. He also did a bit of harass in the meantime. Controls the point on my side somehow. That's funny. Huge float from me. I am not very fast to make use of my economy. Could have produced Ogrins at least with priests. War basilisks and using Earthshake could have been nice as well to get rid of the economy. War build a second HQ. Maybe even here next to Zim's points. So it will both defend and offend my opponent. I mean, defend my points, of course. Last try from Zim here to go in. I played very defensively throughout the whole game almost, and we end up winning in tier 4. Very good bombing here. Kills that squad of guardsmen in one hit. That was funny. Good one from Zim. Stays until the end and plays like a real man. Floats a lot now, probably quitted. Okay, he deletes the buildings now. And he's out of this game. I think I played a lot of games with him in many matchups. He used to win my Imperial Guards. He used to win my Necrons and other factions. And I also used to win him. Well, interesting game. Very campy playstyle. I love playing like that on both Imperial Guard and Necrons. Apparently it works quite well if work goes for close combat mass. It would probably fail if work goes for a faster tier 3 and tier 4, however. A close result on economy, even on units killed quite close. And I was ahead in tech. Let me have a look at this chat. Is it even alive? Yeah. Thank you for the activity in chat, guys. I will check it after the stream. For today, that's it. About 3 hours, I guess. 3 hours and a half, maybe. In Soulstorm. Maybe I will stream tomorrow or on Sunday as well. Maybe another tournament. We'll see what I can dig on my PC. Until then, take care. Again, leave your comments below the video if you watch it in the recording. Hit a like or dislike button, and I'll see you on the next stream. Bye bye.